A serene camping trip in Queensland, Australia turned into a life-or-death struggle as a massive 4.6-meter crocodile threatened an innocent family. As the night took an unexpected turn, with bones crunching and the croc's jaws closing in, the unexpected heroism of an elderly grandmother changed everything. Find out how one family's determination turned the tide and proved that heroes come in the most unexpected forms. Get ready for the breathtaking story of survival and sacrifice. You won't believe what happened next. In Bathurst Bay, Queensland, Australia, in October 2004, a group of seasoned campers, Alicia and Bill Sorohan and their adult son Jason, along with their close friends, set up their camp near the bush area, about 30 meters from the beach. Joining them were newcomers Andrew Kerr, his wife Diane, and their infant son Kelly. The Sorohans were well acquainted with this spot, having camped there for years without any concerns. As the first night settled in, everyone was peacefully asleep in their tents. At around 4 in the morning, a sudden disturbance occurred. A 4.6-meter-long crocodile weighing over 300 kilos emerged from the calm waters and ventured toward the campsite. The crocodile approached one of the vehicles, a Land Cruiser, and then moved on to stand in front of Andrew and Diana's tent. Andrew and Diana's tent had its flaps open with the fly screen down due to the sweltering weather. Diane was roused by a rustling and thudding sound outside the tent and was horrified to see the silhouette of the crocodile just outside. She quietly woke Andrew, and as he sat up, his eyes locked onto the crocodile. Then, the crocodile suddenly lunged through the open flap. Andrew was trying to fight it off with his hands, but the crocodile was snapping at his hands. Andrew said later he could feel and hear the crunch of his bones breaking. The croc then bit down on his arm. Andrew managed to lunge back, and then the croc locked his jaws onto Andrew's hip and leg area and snapped down so hard that Andrew was unable to do anything. All this happened in a mere few seconds. Diane grabbed Andrew's arms, trying desperately to help him. She later said that she couldn't believe the sheer power of the crocodile. Andrew yelled to Diane, saying, "Grab the baby, grab the baby." Diane, terrified but driven by maternal instinct, gathered up the baby and moved to safety. The croc, without much effort, was dragging Andrew towards the water. Andrew fought desperately, delivering punches to the creature in a futile attempt to free himself. The sheer size and strength of the reptile made his efforts seem powerless. He knew if the crocodile made it to the water, he would be put into a death roll, and that would be it for him. But little did he know that within the next minute, something truly outstanding and death-defying would happen. In the meantime, Alicia, Bill, and their son Jason rushed to the scene. Alicia, who was in her 60s, bravely leaped on top of the crocodile's head, trying to divert its attention. The crocodile threw his head back, breaking her nose and several of her teeth. Alicia falls to the side of the croc. He then grabs the grandmother by her arm and viciously attempts to rip it off. While this was happening, Andrew was able to get away, and Jason ran back to grab a 9mm handgun. Jason courageously pressed his knee onto the crocodile's head and shot it 2 times with the gun. But the crocodile was still thrashing and had a firm bite onto his mother's arm. He shot 2 more times in the head and killed the croc instantly. The crocodile released the grandmother's arm, which was hanging on by barely a thread. The heroic actions of Alicia and Jason prevented Andrew's death and ended the dangerous situation. The croc had shattered Andrew's leg, broken his arm, and crushed the bones in his hands. Alicia's arm had almost been torn off. She sustained significant bleeding due to her injuries. Her husband Bill and another camper quickly placed her in their Land Cruiser. They drove 7 hours at high speed to the nearest flying doctor's zone and were airlifted to Cairns Hospital. Alicia's condition was critical due to significant blood loss. Both Andrew and Alicia faced the risks associated with crocodile bites, including the potential for infection due to the bacteria in the reptile's mouth. Fortunately, they both survived thanks to Alicia's heroism and her son Jason. If you appreciated this story, you might appreciate the true stories about a horrific bear attack and a horrendous chimpanzee attack. You can find them on the end screen or my channel page. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.